overcast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Happy to be here though.
That's what's up. You came in with a smile. That's what I was gonna say. You came with a smile anyway. Like, nah, it's not. Don't matter. It doesn't matter. So how are you? How are things going in the music world?
Things are going really good. I just released my EP, Phase 3.
Check it out.
And everybody's, feeling it. My merchandise is going really well. The t-shirts. I hope yours fits really good,
Hey, look, you know what? I'm gonna rock that thing. Look, we're not gonna get to that right now.
But yeah, I've been getting a lot of support from my hometown and surrounding areas, so it's good. It's going really good. The launch is really great.
Now, you said your merchandise is moving well. It brings me, we were talking about this off air a second ago, to your blog on your website, KenBmusic.com. Go check that out too.
Yes.
I'm going through and I check out the blog to see how active you are, and you have a blog titled 8 Questions to Ask Before You Say Yes to Performing.
Yes.
And now you told me you posted this yourself.
Yes.
Yo, this is some detailed stuff. Like, I was in here taking notes. Like, I came to do research and I'm in here like, yeah, okay, what equipment is available? And I see number, what is it? Number 5. Is there a spot for me to set up my merch? That's a great question that a lot of people don't realize, because it's marketing. So how do you attack that? Doing it yourself, how do you attack the whole, let me get myself out here in these different ways? How do you go about branding yourself?
Yeah, well, that blog came from pretty much experience and just seeing how not prepared I was at times. So you'd be like, okay, next time I need to make sure I can do this, and next time I need to make sure I can do that. Because I've been to places to where I didn't ask ahead of time, and then you get there and it's really small and there's no place for you to take a table. That's another thing I definitely suggest is I bring my own table a lot of places. Like me and my homegirl, my assistant, we set up, we bring our own stuff in. I don't expect for the venue to provide that all the time. I have a lamp and everything in case I'm in a dark spot. So, but yeah, that list is, I just want to help other people out because we sometimes we get so excited to just have a gig, we immediately say yes. And we don't ask the proper questions like, am I getting paid?
Hey, and by the way, is this a paid gig? Is number 1 on the 8 thing. Yes. So just in case you were wondering where the focus is.
Yes. That's the first thing, because you need to know. And then especially if you're not getting paid, you definitely need to set up your merch so you can make some type of money. Even if you're just getting people to sign up for your newsletter, you got to get something in return from this gig. Besides just providing them entertainment. You have to kind of be selfish in a way to figure out how you're going to benefit from this performance. True story.
So, you got to eat.
Yes, we all trying to eat out here.
So, have you found any difficulties with trying to pump your wares in these venues, or has everybody kind of just let you do your thing?
Yeah, usually people are pretty flexible. They seem to be taken off guard a little bit when I ask all these questions. Because I think they're so used to people just going with it.
Thirsty, right?
Yeah, exactly, thirsty. And I have so many questions like ahead of time, and if they get turned off with my questions, then I'm like, okay, well then maybe this ain't the right professional relationship for me to get into if you got a problem with me asking questions, But for the most part, I've had a pretty cool time. Nobody has really been like disrespectful. The only thing I would say is that sometimes I didn't take the time to go see the venue before I performed, and I relied on like pictures from the internet, and that is not the thing to do, because sometimes the pictures make the venue look way bigger than it actually is.
They took them in the club lights.
Like I've been in some places where it's like, this is smaller than my living room. I can't set up no merch. It's dark in here. Like, but at that point, what you gonna do? I still gotta perform.
I want everybody to pick up on the hustler in her, because she keeps saying merch. It's not merchandise, son. It's merch. Can I put my merch up, B?
I'm really surprised with how well it's doing, actually. Like, when I think about, like, just people rocking my name on their chest, it's crazy to me. Like, that's just crazy to me. Like, you want to buy a shirt for me to rock my name on your chest. Like, I'm so honored by that.
That's dope.
Like, that's crazy.
Dope. So, aside from being extremely detail-oriented, describe yourself and your style.
My style, I'm R&B, pop, urban crossover. I kind of provide edginess, but also not too edgy. but like a little feminine as well. Like I can give you kind of street, but also like sexy at the same time.
Okay.
So I like to give my audience a little bit of both. I'm also a hip hop dancer as well. So, you know, when it's time to bring that out, I could provide that on stage. But yeah, I consider myself, I'm laid back, but I also can do like upbeat tracks as well. Kind of like, you know, how Rihanna crosses over into multiple genres. You know, that's kind of how I see myself, is in that lane. You know, doing a little bit of R&B, a little bit of pop, a little bit of dance, even some gospel.
Okay.
So.
Okay, got God in your heart. Look at God.
Yes. Oh yes. Look at him.
That's what's up. So then, with all those different things and then the styles you just mentioned, who would you say was your biggest influence growing up? Who were you watching and idolizing as a child?
I don't even know if I could pick one. There was a combination. I listened to like Brandy, Monica, Aaliyah, Toni Braxton, TLC.
That's a solid list already.
Yeah, like, you know, just Mariah Carey, you know, all those groups growing up had an influence on me. And like, you know, that early 90s type of style. Janet Jackson, even though I didn't start studying her till like later in life. But
and then you get to the artist side of her. You said study. She didn't say listen.
Yeah.
She said study. You get, when you talk to people, you get to know things in the words that they choose to use in the conversation. That's what's up. We've already got merch, and now we got study. Take notes, people. I told you I was taking notes on the website. Take notes is really important. So we're gonna get into some tracks. You brought some tracks along with you.
Yes.
And the first one I want to get into, if it's okay with you, the anthem.
Yes, the anthem.
What's the story behind the anthem?
The anthem was very spontaneous, kind of. A friend of mine who grew up with me, goes by the name Trey Illy, was in the studio with me. I was laying down the hook, and I was like, you know what? Why don't you try the hook? Because she kind of has like more of like an MC type of hype man type of feel. So I was like, you try the hook. And then I threw her in there, just unexpectedly. It turned out good, and then I was like, this is like the anthem when we going out, you know what I mean? Like when we going out, we gonna dance battle, we gonna do whatever. This is like what you play when you about to go out.
Okay.
So.
Okay, turn up. This is Kim B with the anthem right here, BTR, the edgeonair.com, playing the greatest music you never heard.
Y'all ain't ready? Hey y'all, I'm gonna introduce y'all to my homegirl.
Okay.
Her name is Kim B, and I'm creatively.
It's one of those that definitely passed the car test. You know, you gotta put it how it's on the car.
Yeah.
Alright. We all clean, right? She didn't tell me they were all.
Oh, it's all clean. That's another
Just
thing.
making sure.
Yeah, that's another thing about me. My stuff is all clean.
I had a guy last week, 2 weeks ago. You know, every conversation we had, edited, clean, edited, make sure it's radio ready. Yeah, no, you're good to go. He had his sights all good, everything looks all grand, and instead of 30 gives it. I'm talking about 30 seconds in. Wait a minute. I was a commercial. I went to commercial like it never came back like it never happened yet. So anyway, that's what's up. That's dope. We're gonna come back and talk. And then you want to do 1-on-1 next or 316? I'm sorry, I would have asked you first. I forgot. That's why I said.
Oh, it's not good. Which ones do you got?
1-on-1 and 316.
316. Oh, clean.
It's called clean.
Oh,
okay.
I was like,
it said 316.
Oh,
I thought that meant
clean.
Clean.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm glad I didn't say that on there. See?
It's actually call it Dress to Kill.
Dress to
what
Kill.
I did is I didn't rename the file before I sent it.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Dress to Kill. Hold on, let me write that. These are things that we need to know. That's what's up. Yeah, no, I told you I got the vibe of details and business when I was reading the site. Now you confirming it for me. I'm like, yeah, see, she knows. That's what's up, because a lot of people.
I try to be about my business, man.
That's the best part about this, is talking to people. You get to experience their business side, because a lot of times you see an artist, you think all they are is about the music and this, that, that. People have minds and thought processes, and this is a real thing.
You gotta really have a mindset of an entrepreneur, honestly.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yes.
That's the only way you're gonna
straight up
make it happen.
What else was I saw the picture of you in all black like crouched down.
Yeah.
And before I even saw the bio part, I was like, she used to dance. That's the dancers, like, that's what dancers.
Absolutely. Then I switched it up and I got one in heels as well.
No, yeah, you
So
definitely, that was the
balance
one
it
that,
out a little bit, you know?
yeah.
I like both styles.
This for years.
This is her favorite song. She's trying to contain herself right now.
Don't want nobody to see you over there bopping.
Right.
Hey, that's cool. When the people around you want to do it too, that's what's up.
Get a little bit on my Instagram, do a live Instagram video. When we started it.
Oh, I think you did that.
There we go.
I wanted to talk about this break, about you mentioned your Christian upbringing and how you work that into your being yourself while trying to do the music and still get put on. So that'll be what we come out of this one with. That's that. I'm already hyped. That's what's up, man. Kimby with the anthem right there. Hey, that's a dope track. Now, going back to your website, KimbyMusic.com, check it out. I see that you mentioned that you have a Christian upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
So how have you worked that into being an artist, while trying to become mainstream instead of third, while still keeping your moral values and whatnot?
Right. It definitely has its challenges. But I'm a very conscious R&B pop singer. Like, the material that I choose and the content that I create, it's always clean. It's always curse free. And I don't really do anything that has, promoting violence or anything negative, I just pretty much express emotions, and I do it in a way to where I could play it at church if I wanted to. Even at my listening party, my pastor was at my listening party. So what does that tell you? You know what I mean?
Was late to church the next day.
So like, I'm very, very conscious of the things that I choose to put out there. And even when I'm featuring on something, I have to listen to it first, and I ask a lot of questions to the person I'm collaborating with, like, what is this song about? What is it? You know what I mean? If I'm gonna put featuring Kim B, I need to know what we talking about here,
right.
And even then, some people have an issue with that, and then well, we can't work together.
That was my next question. Have you ever come across that where somebody was like, oh, I need you to do a little bit more of this, and you're like, hey.
Yeah, it's like, well, we can't do it. Or I've had people who I was trying to put on my record. Actually, this one artist, and his name is Ether, rapper Ether. He's on my record.
That's what he's on.
He was cool though, cause we had did it was actually the Marion cover called "I Get It In," and he came in. He didn't get the memo about keeping his verse clean, so he came in. It was a little explicit, and I was like, "Hey Ether, man, I know we just kind of, this was years ago, so we were just kind of getting familiar with each other." I was like, "You can't do that on my record," and right there on the spot, he rewrote certain parts of it to clean it up for me. So like, to this day, I respect him so much, and I go to him when I do need a feature, because he didn't give me no issues. He totally flipped it and was like, look, I want to work with you, so I'm gonna make it happen. Right there in the booth, he switched up his verse.
What does something like that do for your confidence as an artist? Because I know it's hard to get people to believe in you.
Yeah.
And you've already expressed how much you appreciate it, but what does that do when you have those moments?
I mean, that was just like, I was honored by that. Like, I felt respect by that. Because he could have easily been like, well, this is how I get down. So if you ain't rocking with this, then, but he respected me so much as an artist and what I'm trying to put out there, that it really just, it created a professional relationship between us even to this day. We still have like a cool artistic bond from that moment. So it definitely gave me more confidence in collaborating with people, I would say.
Okay, well, with that confidence, I know you took it to the stage. I'm looking at your list of performances. I was about to count them and to give them. I'm not even going to do it. We're just going to talk about it's an extensive list. So, first of all, I want a little bit of fun first. What's the craziest thing you've experienced when going to one of these performances?
Oh my gosh, the craziest thing? Wow. I don't even...
See, they know you in the building. They keep it cool. You know what? She said she laid back. Let's leave it alone.
I don't know if I can say that on air. No, I'm just kidding.
Sometimes things get real, okay?
Wow, I'm drawing a blank right now. I can't even think of anything that was like...
What was your favorite moment?
Favorite? When I first kind of started, I would say the Chicago Music Awards would have to be like a big deal. It was such a big deal for me because it was like the first time I had like backup dancers and like we had rehearsals, and it was just like, that's when I was like, I want to do this like forever, you know. And then to be performing, for me to only have been in the game for like a year at that time, for me to be performing at the Chicago Music Awards was like a huge honor, and it's my hometown, so
Chi-town
that was
stands up.
my favorite. Yeah, for sure.
That's what's up. So, in the theme of attending a performance or show, we're gonna play this Dress to Kill next.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
the story behind that?
Dress to Kill. It's for my ladies.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It's about getting ready, you know. I talk about the eyelashes, the edges, the lip liner, the mascara, all of that. It's like when you go out, not only is your wardrobe on point, but you're dressed in confidence as well. So it's also talking about your spirit and not just materialistic things, but just knowing who you are when you walk out the door. That's what it's about.
For the fellas out there, this is what they doing when we waiting for like 45 minutes. They're putting on confidence. Remember that.
Oh yeah.
Confidence. Let's get right to it. This is Dress to Kill by Kim B right here on BTI, theedgeonair.com. Keep it locked. Oh yeah. This is, yeah. I'm feeling you, man. You are cool people.
Thank you.
In the next one, we're going to talk about some upcoming things, your social media and whatnot. Promote the album some more, get into a theme of the album. Anything else that you want to try to
The dance piece slide, that for sure.
Let me say one more time so I don't mess it up.
Oh, Dance Fuse Slide.
Dance Fuse Slide?
Yeah, it's F-U-Z-E. That's the name of the studio, is Dance Fuse Studio.
Okay.
It hasn't even hit yet, but we just finished it. So it hasn't even really dropped yet.
Okay.
But it will be.
Yeah, so I just asked about your upcoming projects and talk about the social media. Sports fan at all?
Nah.
Right.
Nah, I can't even.
Nah.
I ain't even trying to sound like I am.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So what is it like going on stage? I sit here behind the microphone. I just thought, you know, what is that feeling like of just?
It's like a adrenaline rush. Like people always ask me, you ever get nervous? Cause you can't. I don't ever show it. You know, I try to come off as fearless as possible. But I do get nervous actually. I just performed this past Saturday at a hip hop recital, and I was even nervous there. Like, you know, but once that music come on, it's like I black out. Like it's, you know.
That's what's up. That means that's your passion. If you don't get feel some kind of way about what you're doing the wrong thing.
Right,
so
right.
That's what's up. That's great. Now, was it more nerves before, or has it just been like? I'm sure the first time was kind of like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna do this.
And you know, I think I get more nervous when I'm doing something I've never done before. Like it's a new song.
Okay.
Like for instance, I covered Drake's One Dance at this recital, but it was acoustic version.
Okay.
With no background vocals on it. And usually I have like my show track that got all the backgrounds and stuff, but it's just lead vocals taken out, so I do that live. So I think I was more nervous about doing that and remembering the lyrics.
Hit the right spot.
Because it's literally just an acoustic guitar track.
So it's hard to
like if I miss a word, or you know what I mean, there's nothing there to catch me. So I think that's why I felt like the jitters, like because I was trying something for the first time. You don't know how they're gonna receive it, or if you're gonna, you know what I mean. So I think that's why I was like,
That's real.
But that's why being an artist, though, you gotta, you know, kind of step out of your comfort zone and what you're used to doing. So
I like this part. This is my favorite part, just to see the other stuff that happens, because you get to see what's really like, you know, how do you really feel about it? Like, that's cool. That's cool. You have anybody you want to shout out to? We could do that this one.
Oh yeah. A couple of organizations. I don't know about people.
Whatever.
I'm gonna go through my little Instagram right here. See it right here.
Now we coming back at 35.
All right.
That was Kim B with Dress to Kill right here on BTR. Hey, I'm telling you, I'm about to go to the club. It's not even it's not even really nighttime yet. I'm about to go and get it in. I like that. I like it.
Thank you.
So these are tracks off the new album Phase 3?
Yes, Phase 3, the new EP.
Now, how does it feel going from I'm Kim B to Phase 3? What's different now?
Wow, it's huge. Just growing up as a woman, like, you talk about different things than what you talked about, 8 years ago. However many years ago I put that out. I've grown up, just different experiences inspire different writing from me, so it's like I know who I am now. Before it's kind of like you just kind of filling it out, don't know what your style is yet, the first project, you just kind of getting your feet wet. But with this, I just had I knew exactly what I wanted to do in the sound that I was going for. Okay. So a lot more confidence.
Confidence is key.
Confidence is key.
So we've had, let's recap. We're going to recap. We've had merch, we've had study, and we've had confidence. Those are 3 keys to success. Look, you got to do it. I have my notepad, I got my pen. Y'all need to write this stuff down, man. It's important. So
take notes.
What are you excited about? I know we're talking about your dance coming up. What's Dance Fuse Slide? Let's get into that.
Oh, yes. So a friend of mine owns her own dance studio. Her name is Linda White. She's actually about to expand. She's about to have a 2nd location. So it's crazy because we started this project years ago. It's called a Dance Fuse Slide. Basically, we came together to create our own slide for the city, you know. So like you got the cha-cha, you got the Cupid Shuffle, so it's like,
it's time.
Yeah, she taking over this, the demographic and the market that she's in, so it's like, what, let's do this. So we linked up years ago, but we're just now finishing it just because life happens, things get in the way and you get distracted, but we finally got it done. It hasn't hit yet, but it is finished, everybody, so look out for the Dance Fuse Slide. It's a collaboration of your girl Kim B and Dance Fuse Studio, which is located in Aurora, and it'll soon be in Naperville as well. So check that out. We're gonna have videos and everything. It's a slide that everybody can pick up, and I think y'all really gonna love it.
Okay, before we get into this last track, any upcoming events aside from Dance Fuse Slide you want to bring up? Anybody you want to shout out?
Yeah, man. I want to shout out my church, Impact Church, my family, my recording studios that I go to, Cinnamon Sound Studio. Chris, what's up? Sam, what's up at Gremlin? My homegirl Lexi over here getting the footage for the social media right now. Yeah. My girl Destiny, who's usually my assistant at shows, always holding it down at the merch table all night long.
There goes merch again.
And everybody out there who's rocking my t-shirt right now, y'all know what's up.
I got mine, get yours.
Yes.
That's what's up. And now tell everybody where they can find anything they need to know, get in contact with you.
Yes. Well, first of all, everything in my headquarters is KimBmusic.com. And from there, my 2 social medias that I focus on is my Facebook and my Instagram. And my Facebook name is Superstar Kim B, and my Instagram is Kim B Music. But you can go to KimBmusic.com, and I got all the links to my social media right there.
And that brings us to one-on-one.
Yes.
It seems like it's a slow down moment.
Oh yeah, but not too slow.
Oh no,
it's like a mid-tempo slow.
So what's the story behind the title on this one?
One-on-one. I think one-on-one is probably like the most sexiest song I've ever written.
Ooh, she just said God. Talking about sexiest.
Because I believe, you can be sexy and godly at the same time, tastefully.
Write them down.
So I wrote this song to basically kind of show another side of myself, and it's just about being in a relationship, and if your love language, you need quality time and you need affection, and that person is not speaking your love language. Okay. So it's just saying, can we get some one-on-one time together, or else this ain't gonna work out.
And that's real. Go ahead and give everybody the websites one more again.
Yes, KimBmusic.com, and you can get Phase 3 there, but Phase 3 is also on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, and Tidal, anywhere you can buy music. And hit up my Facebook at Superstar Kim B. Instagram is Kim B Music.
That's right. So let's get right to it. 101 can't be BTI, the edgeonair.com.
That's actually not 101. That's the club mix for 101 that it's talking.
Okay.
Yeah. It's 101, but it's the club.
It's the club mix?
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's still 101.
Alright.
It's just a different sound.
Alright. Scared me. I was like, look, I'm gonna go back and tell them.
No, it's all good. It's still 101.
That's what's up. Please. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
You
man.
are a dope person.
Thank you.
And I am honored to be the one who got to talk to you.
I want to get a photo with you.
Please.
That's my card right there.
No. See the catch? It's not going anywhere. I got it.
I'm gonna have to get you a different size, man. I wasn't sure.
That's fine, because that can go up on the wall. So I want mine too, but that's
okay. I was like, I don't know how big he is.
I didn't mean to mislead you. All these muscles over here.
Yeah, you know, guns.